Hi, welcome back. This is Nandini Tripathi. I run my class Roots Academy, which is located at Mira Road. In my session previous, we started with the topic acid, base, and salt. We covered the properties of acid. In today's session, we will learn about the properties of base. Okay, in that we will cover the physical properties as well as the chemical properties. This topic is important as board point of view. It is also there for lower standard in ICSE board. So let's start. So today we are going to do a properties of base, which is a part of acid, base and salt chapter. Now base is something which dissociate to give OH minus ion. Before learning this, we should know what is base. Base is a compound which is bitter in taste, okay, which turn red litmus into blue. Okay, so if you take any compound, any liquid, and you put a red litmus paper, dip a red litmus paper inside it, it will turn into blue color. If it turns into blue color, it means that particular liquid or that particular compound is basic in nature. Okay, now this is your correct definition. Means if you take a base and put it in a water, okay, when you put in a water, it dissociate, means you know that compound, or if it goes in a compound, it dissociate, breaks down. So when it breaks down into a OH माइनस आयन, ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड बेस. मतलब कोई भी चीज़ जब पानी में जाता है और डिसोसिएट होता है और हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन देता है, हम उसे बेस कहते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. Sodium hydroxide, when you dissolve in a water, when you put inside the water, it dissociate to Na plus and OH minus, so it is giving what OH minus ion. So obviously sodium hydroxide is what? Base. So all the compound, all the base, all the compound which consist OH minus ion, or which dissociate in a water to give OH minus ion, is called base. Okay, now you have also learned about you also learned something in your book, that is alkali. What is alkali? Alkali is something, it's a base which is soluble in water. Base which is soluble in water, means if you mix in a water, it get dissolved, then it is what? Alkali. Okay, the base soluble in water is called alkali. So for example, sodium hydroxide, it is soluble in water, okay, so it is alkali. Potassium hydroxide, again it is soluble in a water, so it is alkali. So base which get dissolved or soluble in water, they are called as alkali. Base is further divided into strong base and weak base, same like a acid. Strong base means like if you take a base compound and it get completely dissociate to into OH minus ion, means you get a more amount of minus ion. Okay, like if you are taking a sodium hydroxide and you put in a water, so sodium hydroxide in a water, it dissolve completely. Like if you are taking 1 molar, okay, of sodium hydroxide and you dissolve in a water, you will get 1 molar OH minus ion. Okay, so there is a complete dissociation. Okay, or in a simple word, you will get if you get a more amount of OH minus ion, then it is called strong base. So sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, okay, they all are what? Strong base. What about the weak base? Partial dissociate to give OH minus ion, means the base when you put in a water, it will partially dissociate, means some like if you are taking 1 molar of calcium hydroxide but you are not getting a 1 molar, okay, you get a less of 1 molar. Okay, that is called partial dissociation of that is called weak base. Okay, means in a water there is no complete dissociation of OH minus ion. So if you get a less amount of OH minus ion in a water, then that base is what? Weak base. For example, calcium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide, they partially dissolve in a water, thus they are called weak base. Whereas sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they completely dissociate in a water to give what? OH minus ion, so they are what? Strong base. So this is what your base and strong base and weak base concept, it do comes in your board exam. In an exam, if question is asked, write a short note on base, you have to write down this all things. Okay, if in exam it is asked to write down the definition of base, so go with this definition. Okay, so we are going to do with the properties of base. Okay, so here we are dealing with physical properties and chemical property. First we will cover the physical property. Base, it is a bitter in taste. Okay, whereas acid, they were sour. So base, they are bitter, they are soapy in touch. When you touch the base, you will get the slippery touch. If you put a litmus paper, dip a litmus paper, red litmus paper turns into blue, it indicates that that compound is a base. Okay, so they conduct electricity. Why they conduct electricity? Because they get you get ions in the water. Means if you put a base in a water, it ionizes to give positive and negative ions. They ionize to give OH minus ion. Thus, base do conduct electricity. Now the chemical properties of base. The first chemical property is base react with metal. Now, if you take a base, sodium hydroxide, and you react with a zinc is what metal. This is what I wrote the example. Okay, if you take a base and react with a metal like zinc and you heat, you will get what? Sodium zincate. That is a salt. Okay, that is what? Salt. So when you react a base with metal, you get a salt and hydrogen ion, hydrogen gas. You get what? Hydrogen gas. So base react with zinc. The zinc is nothing but metal. It react to form what? Sodium zincate and hydrogen gas. Okay, there are some also aluminium also do react. Okay, aluminium react with base and form a sodium aluminate. Okay, very few metal react with base. Not all the metal react, but very few metal react with the base. For example, zinc and aluminium. So in exam, you will write down the base react with metal, and in this you will write down this only reaction, because no other metal react with base. Very few metal react with the base. Second chemical properties of base is what? Neutralization. Means that you already learned in your previous class, when acid or base react, they form a salt and water. For example, if you take a HCl, that is acid, and if you take a base, your sodium hydroxide, it react to give what? Salt. NaCl is a salt and water. So obviously this reaction is what? Neutralization reaction. You can write down this as well. So two reaction chemical property you have done, that is base react with metal to give what? Hydrogen ion, neutralization. And third is base react with non-metal. So like here I am taking a base calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is your weak base. Okay, so when calcium hydroxide react with what? Non-metal, metallic oxide, non-metallic oxide. Carbon dioxide is your non-metal. Okay, and it is a non-metallic oxide. So when calcium hydroxide react with non-metallic oxide, that is carbon dioxide, give what? Calcium carbonate and water. Okay, so this is also like somewhere neutralization reaction. Calcium carbonate is something, it's a carbonate salt. Okay, and you are getting water. Carbon dioxide, it is a non-metallic oxide, so obviously it is behaving like what? Acid compound. And calcium hydroxide is your base, you know that. Okay, so base plus react with acid, giving salt and water. So again base reaction with non-metallic oxide, it's somewhere like neutralization reaction. Okay, now another concept, it was devised by Sorensen in 1909. This scale measure the concentration of hydrogen ion. Okay, what is pH? The pH is inversely proportional to the concentration of H plus ion, that is 1 upon H. Okay, so pH is something which measure the which measure the concentration of hydrogen ion. Okay, here what I have wrote, high H plus concentration means value in pH scale will be low. If the H plus concentration is low, then the value in pH scale will be high. Let's see, this is what your pH scale. Okay, it start from 0 to 14. Okay, if and the 7 value is your what? Neutral value. 7 value is your neutral value, means any compound which show the 7 ka reading, that compound is your neutral. Any compound which is showing the reading 6, 5, okay, so that compound, they are slightly acidic. Okay, if the compound, if any compound they are more acid, if any compound they are strong acid, okay, they are more acidic, so the reading will be low. Their reading will lie somewhere 1, 2. If the reading is low, if you are getting less reading, means the concentration of H plus ion is more, means that compound is more acidic. So if your reading is this side, okay, the low reading if you are getting, then the H plus concentration is more, the compound is more acidic. If you are getting reading this side, like some 4, 5, 6, means that compound is less acidic, H plus ion is less. Okay, if you are getting somewhere reading 8, 9, 10, so again the H plus concentration is quite low and the compound is now basic. Okay, the compound is what? Basic, because this is pH scale, it measures the hydrogen concentration. So obviously if you're getting 8, 9, 10 ka reading, so H plus concentration is very very low. That is the reason you're getting this kind of reading, and it is a basic compound. If you're getting 10, 11, 12, 13, like somewhere this kind your reading, so again the H plus concentration is quite less, very less, and that compound is more basic. So if you're getting this your reading, the compound is more basic. If you're getting that side reading, the compound is more acidic. And if you get the 7 reading, that compound is neutral. So this is where what your pH scale. There are a lot of application of pH in our day-to-day life. That is digestion in a stomach, then bite of ant, then use of Colgate, um, that is in case of tooth decay, then use of antacid. This is all are the application of pH in our day-to-day life. So here we have done with the chapter. We completed the properties of acid. We have done with the properties of base. Any doubt you can if you come across, you can contact us. Till that time, thank you so much.